guys, today I'm going to show you data scraping. So basically we can do data scraping in two ways. One is by scraping the default values like however it is available in the web application, and other way is we can modify the column names within that data table. So for example, I'm going to show you scraping of this particular table in this application. So the default column names are name, position, office, age, and start date and salary. So for type 1, I'm going to show you the basic data scraping, which would pull up the same column names and all the values within it. And the next type, I'm going to show you how to scrap only 2 or 3 columns out of these 5 columns in this data table, and we can modify the column names during that data scraping itself. So yeah, so for data scraping, I'm going to open a browser. For that browser, I have already copied the URL. So I'm going to paste the URL, and then I'm going to scrap with IE. So guys, in the live environments, right, it's always advisable to use the IE instead of Chrome. And that particular browser I'm going to maximize with maximize window. Then yeah, I'm going to scrap this by using the data scraping feature. So I'm going to indicate the first one. It is showing that do you want to extract the table. I'm going to click yes. So it is showing the visible data, and also by default it can only pull up to 100 records. So when you are going for live projects, right, in that case always mention 0, because in live scenarios we don't know how many uh, rows there would be available in that web application. Sorry. So unless if you want to pull up only top 30 or 40, it is always advisable to use 0. It would pull up all the maximum records available in that table. I'm going to click yes. After that, UIPath is going to ask, are there multiple pages within this data table? So yes, we have up to 6. So for going to next page, we should click 2. I mean, we manually click 2, but for UIPath, right, we need to mention the next, so that if we select 2, bot can only go till 2 pages. If you click on next, bot would go till 6 pages. Yep. So it is going to generate the data scraping sequence. Inside that sequence, we can see our maximum number of records 0, and then next selector, and the selector is next. And this I'm going to write it in an Excel file. So for this I'm straight away using the workbook. So while using the workbook, the Excel should already be created. So if you want to create during the execution, in that case use Excel application scope. In that, check the create new file. So I'm pasting this variable for printing in Excel, and I'm going to add headers that would add the column names in it. So I'm going to run it now. As you can see, bot is going till 6 pages during the execution. So bot has scrapped it, and it is going to write it in the Excel file which we have mentioned. So in execution, execution gets completed. Yeah, it is completed. So if we see this Excel file, we can see all the records available. So there are a total of 58, uh, including the name. So if you see over here, so in the table, the column name is just name, but when we are writing it in our Excel file, we can see two times the column name, name, position, position, office, office. I can tell you why. The why, because if you notice, on top and bottom there are two table headers. While they were coding, there are two table headers inside the HTML. So that's why bot has picked up these two table headers as a column names. So we don't want those two column names, right? So we want only one name or one position, something like that. So in that case, we are going with the type 2, that is data scraping. And while scraping, we can uh, change the column names how we are going to print. And also we can in your example, if you don't want office location or age or any one of these columns, those also we can skip as well in that. So I'm putting this aside. I'm going to mention it as data scraping type 1. So the second way of doing the data scraping, that is the type 2 way, data scraping with user defined columns. So again we are going with data scraping. And next, so I need to open the IE. Sorry, yeah. So it's currently it is at 6, but I want from the first page. So again, similarly till here it is same. We are going to, so over here it is showing us, do you want to scrap the whole table? I am going to say no. So it's going to select the second element. So the second element would be the next one. So if you see, we have indicated just name column, and it is asking us what is the column name you are going to mention. So I'm going to put as name. And next, so till now we have only indicated the first column, and for example you want age and salary as well. So in that case you need to click extra correlated data over here. So I need only age now. So first element I have indicated. Now I need to indicate the select second element. So column names I'm going to put it as age. And next, if you can see name and age. I need salary now. Salary, and next salary. And instead of salary, I'm going to put it as income as a column name. Next, you can see name, age, and income are the three columns which I'm going to pull up. And again, I'm going to put it as 0 because I don't know how many rows it's going to be. So now I'm clicking on finish, and yes, I have multiple pages to scrap. So I'm clicking yes, and over here I'm selecting the next. So that would be this. So I will be pasting in the same column again. So for that I will paste it in sheet 2. And when you are using workbook activity, Excel should not be opened. Instead of sheet 1, I am going to paste this in sheet 2 and add headers as true because I need those headers. And I'm going to close the IE now, and I'm executing the program. So what is going through all the 6 pages to scrap all those 3 column values and paste it in an Excel file. Still waiting for what to complete. Yeah, these Excel operations usually takes time compared to workbook, right? Excel application scope is little bit faster. Not it doesn't have much difference, but just a little faster compared to workbook activity. So sheet 1 is the first type which we have scrapped, and now we are going for sheet 2. Sheet 2 over here we scrapped only 3 columns: name, age, and instead of salary we mention it as income. And we can validate with sheet 1. There are 58 over here, and in sheet 2 also we'll see 58 rows. Yep. So that's data scrapping, guys. And in my there is one more way to scrap table like structure without using data scraping. So that also comes in handy when you are trying, when you are doing your projects in your live environment. I can give you one example. When data scrap, you can have this question like, why not to use data scraping? So in few cases, if you can see, the title of this page over here is data tables example or iPhone test. So that title you are going to get it in attach browser, right? So if that particular title is dynamic, I'm sorry, where was it? If this particular title is dynamic with, for example, if you have any uh, millisecond, if you have any time with milliseconds in the title, so it's going to keep on change for every milliseconds, right? In that case, UiPath would not generate a data scraping this sequence at all. This sequence would not be generated. So in studio logs you can see that data scraping is failed. You won't find any sequence, or studio also don't throw any error. It's just that you won't find this data scraping after you finish. So in that case we need to find alternative methods, so that I can show you guys in my next video. Thank you.